Hey, I'm Dana, and we are going to begin intermittent fasting together. You may have done this before, you may have been successful, maybe not. Maybe you've never tried it, but you've always wanted to, but you didn't know how or where to start. This group is going to lead you through how to do this and is going to cheer you on and inspire you and give you the tools and the resources that you need to be successful with it. So I'm here today to just give you some quick tips and a quick rundown on exactly how this group will work. So you are here because you have made the commitment to a 66-day challenge with me and the other group members to participate fully, to show up, and to be accountable for your actions, your results, your commitment, all of the things. I will be in here every single day. It won't be at the same time, and you're not required to show up at the exact same time I do. However, at some time within the next 24 hours, you will watch the live that I came in here and showed up for, and then you'll comment. In that live each day, I'm going to be sharing my experience, but also tips, resources, and techniques for you to use to help you be successful. And within each live video that I put in each day, I will ask a question or require some kind of response from you. Whether I actually ask a question or not, at least put "I watched" for me to know you showed up, you were here, and it's always helpful for you to add comments and interact with other group members. That's for your benefit and for theirs and for mine. So we're in this together and you're going to be so glad. So I am going to show you how to do this successfully, and the great part about intermittent fasting is that you have either a 16 or 18 window of fasting, and then you have a 6 or 8 hour window to eat. Now we're going to start out with an 8-hour window to eat and a 16-hour window of fasting. So if you kind of look at it as this picture, right up here at the top during the middle of the day is when you're going to eat. So you determine that. I'm not going to set the time frame for you, but let's make it easy. For right now, I'm going to refer to that as 12 noon to 8 p.m. Now you may want to start at 11 and end at 7, 10 and end at 6, whatever works best for your day. You may get up much earlier in the day than I do. I usually sleep until 8 or sometime between 8 and 9 o'clock, and I am up a little bit later at night, but we're going to talk about sleep as well, because we do need our sleep at least 8 to 9 hours every single night. You may not be getting that, but your sleep will improve from this, as well as your mental clarity, as well as you'll begin to burn more fat than you've ever been able to do, and it's just going to enhance your body's renewal process in that you will begin to reverse some of the aging that has been taking place. Your skin will look better, your hair, your nails, and your mental clarity will be better. Your body will be able to function better. You'll feel more rested. You'll feel more energized. And this is exactly what you've been looking for, right? So I'm here to make sure that happens for you and to try to keep you on track, although I'm not going to police you and I'm not going to hound you and I'm not going to be a drill sergeant. But I do expect you to show up, okay? Deal? High five. All right, so let's move on from there. Our 8-hour window is what we'll start with. So let's just say, to keep it easy for me today, 12 to 8. So from 8 o'clock at night until whatever time you go to bed, you're not going to have anything to eat. You can have water and you can have unsweetened tea or unsweetened coffee. I don't suggest coffee at night, or caffeinated tea. But water is what I would suggest, if anything. Usually by that time of evening, you really don't even need to be drinking anything, because you want to rest and not have to be getting up to go to the restroom all night. And also, we want to make sure you're getting your water in during the day while you're active. So from 8 o'clock until bedtime, nothing. And then of course you're sleeping, so that makes it easy. If you're getting in your 7, 8, 9 hours sleep every night, which I highly suggest at least 7, then that's 7 hours of your fast, or 8 or 9, already behind you, right? Then you're going to get up in the morning. Within 30 minutes of waking, you're going to take a whole lemon. I suggest organic lemon, a whole fresh lemon, cut it in half, squeeze it all out into 16 ounces of water into a glass. Don't put lemon into plastic. That's not good. Lemon pulls out the toxicity from the plastic. So let's always do that in a glass container if you can. You probably have one of those old-fashioned lemon squeezers where you put the half lemon on there and twist it around and squeeze it. Or maybe you've got something more fancy. Whatever you have, or if you just have to use your hands and squeeze it out, you can do that too. Squeeze that lemon out, drink that lemon water down within just a few minutes. Really 2 or 3 minutes is all you need. Guzzle that down and let it kind of set. And then don't have anything to eat or drink for 30 minutes after. Of course not to eat because you're going to still be fasting. But don't have coffee or anything like that until you've had your lemon down, all of it, for at least 30 minutes. Then you can have coffee, and we'll talk about coffee in just a second. But then you're not going to have anything to eat until you break your fast at noon, or whatever time you've set. And when you break your fast, it's very important that you break it with nutritious food. Not junk, not potato chips and Reese cups or McDonald's hamburger, but you're going to get some good, whole, nutritious food in you. I'm going to share with you smoothie recipes, and lots of different ways to bring whole foods together very quickly to make meals. Mostly that's going to be for dinner. But for lunch, I've got some quick and easy lunch ideas for you as well too, such as wraps or maybe even just a boiled egg and some pickles. Okay, so whatever suits your fancy, we're going to find out for you and make sure you have something that is going to be easy, whether you're at home, whether you're in working a job during the day, that you have to be very conscientious as to what types of food you take and when you have to eat. We'll work around all of those little obstacles, but we want to make sure you're eating and breaking your fast. Then you can eat during that fast or during that eating window from noon till 8, lunch or whatever you use to break your fast, very nutritious. Try to stay away from the junk foods and the processed foods and the fake foods and all the fake ingredients and the artificial sweeteners and the artificial coloring and all of the toxins. We're getting away from that stuff. So stick to whole nutritious foods. Oh my goodness, there's plenty to eat. There's plenty you're going to be able to eat. So you're going to eat. Now, you're not just going to gorge yourself and do a lot of emotional eating. Hopefully, we're getting you away from that, but you're going to pay attention to your body. If you're hungry, eat. So eat and then go and eat and go and eat and go. Have your dinner, have you an after dinner snack if you want to, whatever that window is, and then stop. That fasting time is where all the magic is going to take place. You're going to set your body into motion to begin to burn fat cells, to produce ketones, to begin to rejuvenate your body, to even take your body into a state of autophagy, which means that your body's going to be eating up bad cells. It's going to be eating up those cells that are defective and potentially sick or potentially leading to disease. We all have them in our system. We all do. We're all prone to get sick, but we can begin to reverse the probability of that, and intermittent fasting is a great way to do it. So you can expect to be dropping some pounds for sure. Your first couple of days, you might have a little bit of a headache. You might feel a little bit weird because we are going to also stay away from refined sugar, refined flour, and processed breads. Although you can have some breads, and you can have grains, and you can have, your fruits and all of those things. But we're going to really stick to whole, real foods, organic when possible. I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes the foods that you want to make sure are always organic, and then those that really don't matter as much. Okay? So those are our clean and dirty foods, and they're fruits and vegetables. Okay, so here are the fruits and vegetables that are on the dirty dozen. These are the ones that you want to always buy organic when you can, because almost always these are treated with pesticides. So it's your strawberries, spinach, nectarines, apples, grapes, peaches, cherries, pears, tomatoes, celery, potatoes, sweet bell peppers, and some hot peppers. So those are to be organic when possible. Now, You have your clean 15. These don't necessarily need to be. Avocado, sweet corn, pineapples, cabbage, onions, sweet peas, frozen, papayas, asparagus, mangoes, eggplants, honeydew melon, kiwis, cantaloupes, cauliflower, and broccoli. So there are your dirty dozen and your clean 15. All right, are you ready to get started? Are you excited about this venture? The next 66 days could change everything for you. So I coach through groups like this, and they are very successful. People in the groups begin to bond with one another and connect with one another and encourage one another. I hope you're going to be one of those that gives that encouragement and also benefits from that. And then you, of course, are going to interact with the live that I do each day, the video that I post right here in this group, and I will label it Day 1 and the topic I cover, Day 2 and the topic I cover, Day 3, so they're easy to find and keep track with which ones you've seen and which ones you may have potentially missed. All right, isn't that easy? And I'm going to post, I have a YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube at Dana McNeill. McNeill is McNeill right here. And check it out because there are lots of videos in there on me preparing my dinner, throwing together things. I believe in doing everything quick, easy, simple, but highly nutritious and healthy. So perhaps you'll benefit from some of those videos. I'll post some in this group as they are relevant to the things that we're talking about and sharing. And definitely my smoothie recipe in here too. When you use that smoothie that I suggest, that is a meal replacement. That's a great way to break your fast if you're home with a blender, or if you have a little NutriBullet that you can take with you and, you know, put all of your ingredients in there and turn that little thing on, let it blend right up and drink it up. It tastes great and it's so good for you. All right, so I've tried to hit all the high spots. I'm not going to be able to share everything with you right here. We will learn and grow as we go. So relax. It's really going to be quite simple and you're going to really enjoy it. Okay, so let's get started, and I am going to cover a few things with you on what you want to have on hand as far as food goes. I've already kind of hit the high spots of whole food, real food, organic food. Stay away from the boxed foods. Stay away from the wrap foods. Stay away from the bagged foods. You know, if you don't get it out of your produce section or out of your meat section or out of your dairy section, and honestly, as much as you can, stay away from the dairy, because dairy is an inflammatory. I'm going to begin to lead you away from those inflammatory foods. Inflammation causes weight resistance. Inflammation causes brain fog, pain, and you know, lots of different symptoms. And you know, I don't want you suffering with anything. I want you to be able to take away those toxins. I want you to breathe fresh air that doesn't have toxicity. I want you to eat foods that are free of those toxins. I want you to drink water that's free of that. Now, here's the reality. We can't eliminate all of those things. They're there. They're in our air, they're in our food, they're in our drink, they're everywhere. However, when we begin to focus on higher quality foods and more pure waters and more pure ingredients that are going into foods, such as even protein powders or protein bars, and I'll speak on that too. So in this group, you're going to have, other than this video, which is really kind of your introductory video, I'm going to post some things, some of my favorite items that I get from Trader Joe's, okay? You may or may not be close to Trader Joe's. It's okay if you're not. You can get most of these items at other places, but there are a few things you want to pay attention to. So there is a video here, and it's going to be titled Trader Joe's Dana's Faves. Hit that one and check it out. And then there's going to be another one, Melaleuca Dana's Faves. That is a wellness store where I shop and I get all of my non-toxic products, everything from hair, skin, body care, toothpaste, dental hygiene, all of those things, to cleaning products, laundry products, all of my cleaning products, my vitamins, my supplements, my protein powder. There are over 400 items that you can purchase from this store, and I want to show you how, because you're going to love how inexpensive these products are, but what high quality they are. So let me share that with you as well, and that will also be another video here. So far you have this one introductory video, one Trader Joe faves, and one Melaleuca faves, and you can check all of that out right here. Go ahead and do that now. Underneath every video, just go ahead and start getting in the habit. I've watched this, Dana, if you don't say anything else. However, I always love feedback, so give me some feedback and be one of those that doesn't mind speaking out. Nobody can see your comments except for those of us in this group. I keep the group limited to about 10, so it's not a big, huge group of a bunch of people you don't know. I am also going to ask you to post a picture of yourself. It doesn't have to be a full body picture, but it can be if you'd like. But at least from here up, so people can see your beautiful face and to tell your name, what you do, and the city and state you live in. That just gives everybody a little bit of insight as to who they're interacting with within this group, and it helps. You'll be glad to know that about everybody else, so please share that about yourself with others. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're ready to get going, so go ahead and check out the next two videos, Trader Joe's and Melaleuca, and we'll get started on day one. Let me know what you're most excited about in joining this group right below. Thanks so much. Can't wait to work with you. We're going to do this. It's going to be awesome. Hey, thanks for being here. Intermittent fasting is going to be amazing, and I know you're amazing. Let's get started.